I think it's still skipping. Oh boy, I really... What did I do? Oh, I don't want the MIDI editor. Mini feed? Why can't I just take it all out? Oh. Yeah, I know I'm here. I'm just, I'm just trying to, oh my goodness. Okay, let's try that. I guess if I could save changes. Sorry about my dogs. Oh well. Who's at the door? Okay. Well, I hope it's better because I can't even figure out what I did in Streamlab. Streamlab. I went into the editor and pressed the layout. And well, if it seems better, that's good. Uh-oh, am I frozen? Okay, good. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. All right, y'all. I'm going to try to get StreamYard going for the next time. I might do a test later today. I don't know that I used enough green in that. Oh, does anybody else do that? You get a pencil and suddenly your hand doesn't want to work and it puts a mark right across where you didn't want it. All right, so since this is chalk, I can just blend that in. Oh, good. All right. It seemed like I was frozen for a minute, but I guess it was just my hand not moving. Something else I noticed too about using the chalk pastel pencils is that if you want to use color pencils on the top of it, you've got to be careful that you don't fill in the what do you call it? It's hard to talk and color at the same time. Fill in the tooth. That's what I'm trying to find. I did that one day, and when I was playing around with these and working with them with chalk pastel pencils, And I said, why am I doing that? Why is it doing that? Oh, it's filling in the tooth. Yes, yes, I agree. But also I have essential trimmers like Emily does. See my hand shaking? I wonder why I can't see my screen here. Well, that works. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of fibro hand too. Mostly I have trouble with fatigue when it comes to fibro. Not as much pain as I used to have. But once in a while, my legs will just scream at me and I'll, you know, wince and I said, Steve, my legs. And he says, I'm sorry. I'm really not sure what I'm doing with these bushes. When I first was looking at them, I thought, well, it looks like bushes. And then I thought, well, it kind of looks like clouds. Should I make it like a cloud? But I suppose I could have made it like a cloud. But I decided to try the chalk pastel pencils and Prismacolor on top. This picture started out to be Derwent ink tints, and I think I used Prismas, but I had almost gotten rid of all the tooth that way because that's what we were supposed to blend also. But I managed to, with Prismas, get some more layers up here. But that's what the top started to be, and a little bit down here in the yellow stuff. Fibro Brain likes to jump around too. Yeah, it's a weird weird ailment to have. Probably shouldn't have done that. I think I'm going to try. This is something I was trying earlier, was to actually color this on the little eye makeup pad and then putting it down this way. I don't think it works that well. Maybe it works enough. Is this the light? It's better just to kind of go really light and then come in, swoosh it around. Swoosh. That's our word of the day. Swoosh it around. Hey Tanya, thanks for coming in. I'm just playing around with this picture. I originally kind of messed it up and decided to try some new stuff on it. So the chair that I'm dancing around Oh, do I even have it? There it is. Pale sage. I love pale sage. Okay, I'm gonna sharpen this a little more. Look, my hands aren't in the way, Shannon. I finally got the hang of coloring from far behind and even holding it like this or like this. I don't know why it took me so long to figure it out. I guess really it was just my hand started to do what I wanted it to do. I feel like I have more control of it than I used to for this particular kind of pencil holding. I love pale sage. Is there a particular pencil and say the Prismacolors that you like to use a lot? I have backups of pale sage because I was always coloring, well, I was always following tutorials that used pale sage all the time. So I got some more of it. Actually went to an art store because Hobby Lobby nor Michaels had pale sage as one of their open stock pencils. Oh, I'm just going all over the place here. I'm like, oh, I gotta do that. No, I gotta do that. So I stopped by an art store that's probably 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes from me. I was already there. I mean, in that city, so I decided to go. And they had the pale sage, and I bought 3. Greens, yeah, sap green light, yes. That's one of the colors that a lot of artists, colorists used, and in a combo. Dark green and chocolate are my dark green and chocolate. Yeah, greens might be the most used colors. In my set. Oh, yeah. I suppose I could use this one. This is my small pale sage. Yeah. You can see it's beige was another one, and lime peel. Look how small that is. So I probably can just use this one. I don't know. I think I couldn't find it before. Oh, and here's another one. Sky blue light and powder blue are pretty small. So I'm trying to see. What's small? Blush pink, that's used a lot. My indigo was small, and I think I gave it to my sister-in-law. It wasn't too small, I guess. Anyhow, so somewhere around here I've got my, oh, there it is. The indigo was about to there. Here's a small one, China Blue. Oh, dark green and white. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I like all the colors, but there's some that I just always use. And you can see here, this gray-green light is short. And here's a blue slate. Oh, sorry, blue slate is short. Another one that I use a lot of is Prussian green and 90% cool gray. Those are pretty short pencils. Yeah, you know, I think, all right, so my sister-in-law came in the end of, no, she came in the beginning of January for the funeral, for her mom's funeral. And she expressed interest in drawing, or coloring. And she had some cheap pencils that were kind of hard. And I said, I think I'm going to give her my backup set of Prismas. Now, when I say backup set, I don't mean the whole 150. It's more like 72. And I think I might have given her an extra white. And so that's where some of my pencils went. The ones that I had bought as backups, like the Prussian green, I bought a backup of that, but I went ahead and gave that to her. So that was fun. And she's done some things. She has a job outside the home, and so she doesn't have a terrible lot of time for coloring. To autocorrect. That is hilarious. Now, what was it that you messed up? Black. I love black grape. Oh, yeah. Yeah, black grape and black raspberry. Those are ones that I've been using more often now. I just love it. In fact, I think I used a little bit of, oh, this is Dahlia Purple. Yeah, I wanted a certain color, and I thought about using the black raspberry, and I might come in with some of this and do that, but use it. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with these bushes. I don't want like to add any more lines to it because I don't want it to overpower the chair. But I need to do something. Oh, this one. Tried to get a divorce, but he keeps misspelling his name. Boom, boom. She funny. You funny. Oh. Fibro hand. It's really my right hand that does the shaking, but sometimes the left feels left out. Feels left out. And it wants to shake too. Close that out of the dryer. I'll be here all week. Yeah. When someone says something like, "Oh, you're funny," or "Oh, you've made me laugh," or something like that, I'll say, "Well, it's in my contract. I have to make you laugh." And of course, that makes them laugh more. Many moons ago, I had this friend that told me, "You need to do stand-up comedy. You need to do." I go, "No, no, no. That is not me. I can't think of enough funny things to say." And, you know, I may not have the best timing, so. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Oh, well, we'll just call that a leaf. Maybe it's compliments that you were going for instead of the word complaints. Gotten a lot of complaints. I don't know, maybe you were looking for complaints. Okay, I still want to get a little darker around this tree. See, the problem down here is that I've made all the leaves green at first, and I thought, well, if I'm going to have a green background, it's going to just, you know, fade into the background. So I erased as much as I could and made these reddish. I used dahlia purple and henna and crimson red. I mean, I was trying to go for kind of like a redder, purplier, Tuscan red. I tried Tuscan red, but it was too brown. It was too brown for what I wanted. Oh, that's funny. I get it. Yeah, I've had some funny stuff there too. Well, I could make this part really, really dark, and so this lighter green will stand out. Because you're next to a stump, you know, between a stump and a tree, it's going to be dark. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm probably thinking too hard. Just make it green. Just make it green and be done with it. I have a hard time thinking hard, not thinking hard. I would miss questions on tests because I was thinking too hard. Oh, why did I miss that one? It's this and this. No, no, you're thinking too hard. I thought we were supposed to think hard. Don't geniuses think hard? Oh, coffee. Where did I put my coffee? part of the reason that I couldn't go to sleep last night, even though I was really tired, was that I drank caffeine probably about 8. And that was so that I could stay awake because I had one class last night at 10:30. And I was already fatigued that day. And I thought, all right, well, I'm going to have some caffeine and maybe that'll help me stay awake until I can get that class finished. And so I finished the class and I didn't go to bed right away. You know, I don't like to go to bed. I like to stay up and color or whatever. Mostly it's color. And scroll Amazon endlessly, reading reviews and not ever buying anything. And so I lay down. I've taken my medication and I lay down. And I start thinking about stuff, and I'm expecting the sleep medicine to hit me. I'm like, okay, why hasn't it hit me yet? And then my leg starts to twitch. And I've got restless leg, and I had to take a little bit more restless leg medicine. A little bit more. And of course I can't go to sleep yet because it takes a little bit for it to kick in. Boom, boom. Psst. So I stay up and I color a little bit. My husband, meanwhile, has been, he's on call for his IT group, and he gets up. And I said, well, if he's not going to go to bed yet, then I'm going to get up and color because my leg's going to be twitching anyway, where I can't go to sleep anyway, so I might as well do something fun. And so that's what I did. I don't know why I went off into that story. I'm really wanting to color this chair. So do you think blue? I'm thinking blue. Because I want to kind of connect the two. The bluish, purplish sky with the chair. And you see I've got some blue here, and I've got some blue here, and a little bit on the bird. But then I put in this green, I don't know, that could almost work. The chair's turning green, you know, like it's growing. Anyway, I put in the yellow here to indicate light. But if you put, everybody knows when you put blue over green, blue over yellow, it's going to turn green. Yes, probably. I'm thinking I could try powder, although that's going to be too light, I think. I'm wondering if I tried sky blue light, because this is more of a purple. Powder blue is a little more purpley, I think. What's the other one? Cloud blue. One of them is greener. Sky blue light. Yeah, well, that's what I have here. Okay. For some reason, Audrey, it made me hold your comment, dark red leather. I have no idea. On the orange pillow? Yeah, because if I had reversed that, I'd want that to be blue. But anyhow, so I could try this and then make these little spots. Either, I don't know about Imperial, this Indunthron, I'm not sure, just kind of go from there. But anyhow, so this is going to turn green. Now I could try to erase it, which may or may not work, but I also could turn the mistake into something interesting, like the tree is starting to turn green also. Hey Kenny, did I say hi? Hey Gail, good to have y'all in stream. Well, let's see if I can erase it first before I decide to do something very artistic. And people, make sure that your eraser is clean before you go scraping off the rub stuff in the background, because you'll end up getting streaks. All right. Okay. All right, well, I think it took off enough. Maybe it won't show up. I just did what? Using a lighter gray shade to blend between, oh, I guess I could have done that. I could, but would that look good on the chair? I think I see what you're going at, but I'm trying to get this part to be blue also. I'm going to try the sky blue light first and see if it's too green, you know. Is there still a little bit of yellow down there? Oh, I need some more coffee. Okay, that's not too bad. And then over here, ooh, I rather like coloring with a small pencil right here. I mean, this way, hold my pencil this way. Okay, so I've got the light blue, but I want it to be a little darker. Caribbean Sea. Oh, I guess I should sharpen. Oh, this is Rooms of Wonder. I haven't colored in it very much. And I had left 2 whips in here. I probably will not get to the second whip. The second one was this one that Barbara Colors was working on. And I would have to go back through her videos to remember how to do some of this. I was going to do that. Oh, some of this black up here is actually a, oh, can't get it. Oh, it's a Hoo dual tip marker. It's just water-based. And I was kind of worried about it bleeding. These don't bleed for some reason. And I kept looking at my picture on the other side to make sure. But what I did first was actually put down a layer of black Prismacolor. You can see I use this a lot too. It's short. And then I did the layer of the marker on the top, so it would be really dark. Except I wanted it to be a little bit less dark down here. And then I colored with the marker just to a certain spot, and then continued on with this. I don't know if that's a good transition. I may play around with that a little more later. Anyway, where was I? I was on Caribbean Sea. I'm sneaking up on this blue chair. I was trying to think if I had a big fluffy chair to sit in, what color would I want it to be? And I probably would say brown, but then, you know, I don't want it to fade. It could be brown, I guess. I could have made it brown. I have brown furniture, so it's kind of that microfiber thing. Yeah, you know, and I knew that, but I was still worried, and I just kept looking and making sure. So that's how I made that the trees and leaves darker, was a darker black, was just to use the marker on top of it. Okay, now I'm going to make this just a little darker over here. Not sure why I didn't put this down here first. I don't know why I'm putting this first anyway. I guess it's just, I don't know, a backdrop layer. So you get all the spots filled in. Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't bleed. But I was still worried about it. Now, why is it that water-based markers don't bleed, but alcohol markers do bleed? Because maybe it's alcohol is, they have smaller molecules that go through the paper. Inquiring minds want to know. And I have an inquiring mind. When we're watching, it actually annoys, or it did anyway, it annoyed my father-in-law and sometimes Steve, my husband. And he would say, "You ask a lot of questions." But I wanted to know the answer of stuff. I would, really, it was just rhetorical. It didn't need a response, but I would say, "Who's that guy?" As if they could answer me. Oh, well, he's really the bad guy, and he's disguised himself as a good guy. I mean, they couldn't answer me, but I just felt compelled to ask the question. Yeah. Boy, I have got in on a bunny trail. I've gotten on a bunny trail. Oh. We're going to have a discussion, left hand. We're going to have a discussion. Sorry I can't zoom in. Can you zoom in over on StreamYard? Never thought about it. Yeah, I'm tired of having trouble with videos and zooming and not zooming and on and on and on. Gotta go. Well, thanks, Allie, for coming in. Yeah. Yeah, if I can get the StreamYard going, I may do a test. A test later on today. So now I'm sneaking up on this chair. All right, I'm gonna go darker. I don't want to go too darker. I don't want to go too China blue. It's one of my favorites. Let's see what this does. Oh. Let me know how it goes. I'm learning from it. You have to pay for it after so many uses a month. Oh, I see. Right, now I'm remembering something that it might have been Lily, it might have been another lady I follow. She's not a colorist, she's just she's a teacher. And I think she said that she can have a certain amount of hours a month and it wouldn't cost anything. Which sounds nice. Yeah, thanks, Shannon, for letting me know that. Well, if I do 2 live streams a week, and they're about 2 hours, that's 16. I'm not sure if that's too many or not. Yeah. So there's this truck color. Well, there's a truck and a color, and they kind of go together. I'm not sure you can get another vehicle in this color, but it's some kind of blue. My cousin who sells cars would probably know the name of it. It is this blue, and my brain recognizes it instantly. And I'll say, oh, there's that blue. Oh, there's that blue. And I'll know what it is. And sometimes I'll look at a truck color, or a car color, and go, that's almost the color that I'm looking at. And anyway, that would be kind of the color of the chair I'd want. I'm not sure. I heard my cousin say what color it was, what blue it was. But if y'all see a Ford F-150, I think that's what they're on, and you see this, it's almost like China blue. But anyhow, if y'all see it, you can say, oh, I remember Leslie likes that color. That would be so funny. I don't know anything about live stream, but how come you can't do it through your YouTube? YouTube seems to want an outside source. I don't know. Yeah, you'd think, well, that would be easy. Just go in there and do that. But some people like to do different things with their videos, and maybe you can do it, and maybe it's just not very powerful. So it always gives you this number that you connect your app or your application with. So you can use that, if that makes any sense. I may not be making sense. I'm trying to get this just the right blue that I want. I'm going to try to go back with this Caribbean. Kind of fill in the gaps. I suppose I could have made it a leather chair, and I could practice coloring some material that I haven't practiced before. Well, we could say it's blue leather. Emily, it's the stream key that's applied to the third-party record. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Italy. Your name is now Italy. Just saying. Emily. Think how my tongue does when I'm trying to pronounce one of my students' names. Most of them will pick an English name, which is so much better, but sometimes they don't. And you have to learn to pronounce that name because it helps get their attention if they're, going off on tangents, or it just helps build rapport with your student to use their name. And I know I mispronounce their name all the time. So I actually write them down so that when I'm addressing them, I can go see what I wrote. And you know, they tell us that the students and the parents appreciate us trying to say the student's name. And so if I struggle with saying their name, I just go ahead and admit that I'm struggling with it. But anyhow, Italy Illustrator, yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Italy Illustrator. Yeah, and I mean, trying to pronounce the Chinese names, what I found out is that I could take that name they spelled with English letters and I can pop it into my translator app and have it read the word in Chinese, and then it reads it slow enough where I can hear how to say it. Oh, that's what they meant, you know. And then the other thing was that a lot of times we'd ask them what their name was, and they would give us their whole entire name, not just their first name, which actually comes second. And a lot of times teachers would be calling. It was like somebody saying, Emily Illustrator, please read this passage. Instead of just saying Emily. And so then whenever I put that whole name into the translator, it would actually just say their first name, and it would leave off the first part that they gave me, that I would write down, like this is his last name. Emily, you're gonna love this. This little boy's last name is Who. Now, when he becomes a doctor one day, because I'm sure he will, what are we gonna call him? That's good. And this little boy's last name is Ha. So we could say, how you doing? Doctor Who. When I realized that was his last name, I was giggling inside because I thought it was very cute. Okay. I'm still sneaking up on this color of this chair. And I've got to remember I need to put in the shadows. So these are just layers. I think that's why it wasn't a problem for me to go from Prismas to polys, or to the polys, because I make such light layers anyway. Emily, if you're still here, what do you use? Did you tell me what you used? You used OBS, right? All right. I'd like to pick a color that's a little lighter than China blue. Maybe cobalt blue U. Gosh, I'm hungry. They're almost the same. Ooh, I'm liking this color better. Gotta sharpen it. Okay. Well, I've got to do something because this app is always messing me up. I'm going to try adding this. This is the Cobalt Blue. Ooh. Ooh. I'm liking this blue. So that is the color of the truck, I think. I found that I had more freedom with stream elements, though. Stream elements. No color, yeah. Well, I've got Streamlab, which is not working very well for me. It always seems to give me problems. I'm laboring over this chair so long. Maybe I'll finish it in a couple of years. I hate using the paper. It makes so much noise. I need to get one of those gloves. Because I can't seem to keep my hand out of the pencil coloring. Going light pressure here. And then darker pressure as I move down. I woke up to rain this morning and now it's not a cloud in the sky. I thought, oh, I want to go back to bed. No, I've got to get up and teach. I made sure that I had plenty of coffee before I actually woke up 15 minutes before my class. So I don't have a lot of kids, a lot of classes in the mornings because I don't teach early enough. Some people get up at 4 in the morning so that they can teach kids before they go to school. And I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a morning person, even though I do get up, I guess, at a decent time. Mainly I get up early because my old cat meows me awake because she wants food. And my dogs would probably let me sleep a little longer. It's hard not to touch the page. I think that's why I need to get one of those gloves, because I'm really tired of using the tracing paper. I'm just kind of, I guess I'm working the chair together, you know, instead of doing one section. I used to have a dog where I could say 15 more minutes and he was exactly, oh wow, that is a smart dog. Our smallest dog, Robin, she's over there. She asked for me to put a sweater on her. She'll sit there and and make that noise over and over. And I go, you want your sweater? You want your shirt on? And she gets so excited. But in the mornings, so she sleeps under the cover behind my back because I sleep on my left side and she sleeps behind me. And if the cat didn't wake us up or wake me up, because Steve gets up earlier, she would come out from the cover and she would get up real close to me and go, I want you to get up, Mommy. I'm hungry. Okay. And so I don't need an alarm clock. I've got a cat and a dog that make me get up. Ooh, this is a blue chair. Well, I'm trying to decide that the light's coming from here, so some of this would still be in a shadowy kind of place because this is behind, like hanging over the chair, so I guess this would be I'm not being too careful with how I'm coloring this layer because I'm going to go back over it with a lighter color. Because I know what I'm doing. Well, that was quick. Oh. I'm getting a lot of pencil dust. That is too purple. Let's try slate blue. I guess it's okay if it's purple. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what. Oh, your birds wanted to fly. Cool. Do you have pigeons, or do you mean they just want to fly around in your house? I mean, I know you have a lot of birds, but how is their situation? Inquiring minds want to know. That's pretty good. All right, let's go even lighter. Oh, we want to fly in the house. Nice. I really don't know if I want to do this. I like flying around my house myself. Yeah, I'm probably not coloring this right, but it's okay. This chair is not making me happy. All right. I'm going to try a darker blue. Get some spots. Running out of tooth there. This is Indentron. The other thing I want to get, besides changing my OBS, is a new camera holder, because what I'm using now is just a jury-rigged with duct tape. It used to be a lamp that is got a rectangle shape, and I used it at the time I was using it. I was using it for my cutting board, my cutting table, quilty stuff, and it went out. I had used it for coloring for a little while, and then it went out because they don't last long. And then I had this idea of putting the camera, taping it onto this square. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. See, it's like that. It's rectangle, not a square. I do know my shapes. And this one is starting to be a little flaky too, so I don't know where we're gonna go with that. Ooh. I'm just getting darker and darker as I go here. I don't even know, have a plan for this. I just said, well, I'm going to start with a light color, and then I'll just go into and darken it until I get it to where I want it. Let's see. Yeah. I do know my shapes. I have to teach the shapes to these kids. I mean, they know shapes, but they don't know the English word for them. So, why in the world they want to teach them parallelogram. I don't know. It's challenging for even English speakers to say. Yep, I do know my shapes. I know that my shape is a lot rounder than I would like it to be. But we won't talk about that. I'm sneaking up on this blue chair. Sneaking up on it. Pretty much it was before the crap gluten-free life. Yeah. I tried to go gluten-free for a while and it didn't seem to make any difference for me. But maybe I was doing it wrong. I don't know. But I decided that I like bread too much and I continued eating that. But now I try not to eat. I mean, I don't even eat loaf bread. I'll eat bread if it's on pizza, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, just I didn't seem to have a problem with gluten. But I was taking this one supplement and it was a drink. And it helped my fibro more than anything. I shouldn't call it my fibro because I guess that's a negative way to put it. I don't know. Anyhow, so that helped me more than anything else did. And then I decided year before last, the very end of 2021, that I wasn't going to take it anymore. I wasn't going to drink it anymore. So, because it was expensive. And because I was worried about all sorts of things then. And then after a whole year goes by, I've gained weight and I'm starting to hurt again. It's amazing that it lasted. The effect lasted a whole year. I mean, it gradually went away, obviously, because you don't just gain weight overnight. But, well, I guess some do. Yeah, Steve would say, well, it's at nighttime when you're asleep that you lose weight. So I guess that means you gain weight when you're asleep. I'm ready to be done with this chair. Ugh, too dark on that. Oh, Winsor Newton and Oil Love. Wheat Thins, Wheat Thins. Oh, yeah. I did give up graham crackers. Graham cracker sticks because I love to eat those. Let me see. If I'm going with blue, I need to go with Cool. Cool. That's not Cool. There's Cool. I could try using the Cool Gray for shadows. But I thought maybe I could try is orange Orange is the opposite of blue. It's complementary color. Where'd that one go? There it is. This might be too light. Oh, yeah, that's way too light of an orange. For shadows. I'm not sure if that's what I want. Sorry, y'all, I'm working through this out loud. Oh, Jennifer, I've got the gouache cups, and it's in this humongous box, and I thought, well, wow, I'm getting 52 colors, and then I didn't do anything with it. I felt so bad. So then you told me to get this. You recognize this? I may get another 24 container in a few weeks, but I put 24 colors that I think I would use the most, and this is so nice. Now the only thing that bugs me is that in order to open it, you've got to open all 6 of, oh, I'm starting to skip again, I'm sorry, y'all. You've got to open up all the little things. I would rather have one that opens, you know, on a hinge, and you can't do that with this one because it'll just pop off anyway. So, but I like it that it's so compact. At first I thought, man, this is small, but look at how much paint I can get in there, and I've used it already. Let's see, is price really pigments? Yes. And all your beautiful people, yes. Yeah, that was at a time where I thought I needed all 52 colors, you know. I really didn't. Yeah, I just got it. Yep. Sonic Ice is the best ice. Yeah. And there are several companies that are selling something similar. I just went with the one that you said because you said it was good, so that's what I did. I wanted the 36. I would have bought the 36, but they didn't have it in stock. And there was another brand that had a 36, but it had bad reviews. So I decided not to work on it. So you can tell I'm procrastinating on this chair because I'm about to put black in here. But I just need to go and do it, you know? Gung-ho. I'm just trying to make it darker down here, but it's not working that well. Or I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. Yeah, I need to be brave. I think I've been braver in art than I've ever been, because I would stop doing any art because it didn't come out like I wanted it to, and at the time there wasn't the YouTube, and I just kept giving up because I couldn't get it right. But about a year and a half ago, I said, you know, I love doing art, so even if I mess up, I want to keep going. I hope I can keep that commitment to myself. So when I get the opportunity, I tell people not to give up. And I did that with my dad the other day. He shakes way more than I do. But he likes art, and he used to draw. And, you know, he wasn't that super great at it, but, you know, we just try to encourage him anyway. He liked to draw people, and he didn't have any special techniques he used. He just jumped right in and drew something. And, you know, even though wasn't this most beautiful work of art, it's a way better than I could do a person. He just did it. He wasn't afraid to go in and try it. So, but he started shaking a lot, and he couldn't. I gave him an art set one year, and he didn't ever use it. And one day, this is a good story. I hope it has a good ending. I haven't really asked him yet, but he was sitting there at my table, and I was thinking about his shaking, and I said, I thought to myself, just real quick, it wasn't like words, it was just sort of thoughts that floated by. I said to myself, I think maybe he should try oil pastel, because I had the 28 set of Crayolas, and I had been playing around with that, and I was amazed at how soft they were. So, do I want to use that? No. I brought them to him with a pad of paper, and I said something like, you know, I don't want you to give up your drawing, and you don't need to be precise with oil pastels. And I showed him a book of Impressionists, and I love Impressionists. My father-in-law and I love Impressionists, and I brought him that book, and I said, see, this is beautiful works of art, and they're not precise. You can do this. You can do it. And I hope that he does. I did ask my sister if he had, because she still lives with him, if he had gotten out his oil pastels. And I knew I was getting, my Rubens hadn't come yet, but I knew they were coming. So, and also the Crayolas were only $5. So if something happened with Paul Rubens, I could just go get another set of the Crayolas. I got a stuffed animal too. Riker thought he had gotten a toy. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry Jack in a Box is coming to Louisville. I'm so sorry. I'm missing the chat. I'm sitting here chatting and not even going. Oh, of course I've had Whataburger. I mean, that's Texas. Now, it is not my favorite burger. Oh, you know, I've been streaming 2 hours. Is Connie going to come on at 12? Jack in a Box. Yeah, I don't know. She is? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end. Probably all I've had to do to this chair is just kind of, you know, come in with some lighter colors to clean up the transitions a little bit. Maybe put in some more. Of course, I'm going to make these wood. And I'll probably do a red, the reddish color, and an orange, and I'm not sure about maybe a yellow. Did I just say yellow? No, red, orange, and yellow. I kind of want to blend, you know, the thing together with the rest of the page. So anyhow, I think I may go darker with this blue. I want to get it about as dark as that. So I'll have to go hunt for that. I think I used, what did I use on that? Not indigo. I think it was Indianthron. So I'll just keep working on that. Thing I eat Jack in the Box is their onion rings. Okay. All right. I'll give you their onion rings. You can have that. Yeah. You know who has good food? A bowling alley? Well, they've got burgers and fries, and I guess probably because they don't stock a lot of stuff, they can maybe get the better stuff, and maybe that's why they're good. I haven't been to one in a long time. Oh, hyperlinks. You just go and click on, you have to go on a different tab, and then click on the link at the top that you're wanting, and then just copy and paste. Is that what you mean? Oh, the chair looks good? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm still going to make it darker, although there's a lot of layers on there already. I suppose I could have gone dark to light. It might have gone faster. But I was afraid of, you know, really screwing up, and I thought, well, if I'm not liking this blue, I may do more on these bushes, you know, cast a shadow of the different things, put shadow in there, make it darker. I don't know. We'll just play around. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go so that I can eat, and then I can come back and color some more while I watch Connie. So thank you so much. That was in the way the whole time? Oh, no. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in other chats, but I'll do a live stream Friday. That's my goal. All right. See y'all later. Bye.